Hi, and welcome to another episode of Lie in Bed. And I have here with my featured guest, Shay. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. This is so different because I interviewed you before, but that was like a 3-minute thing.
Right.
This feels like nervous. And well, you're my friend, so this is fun.
It should be fun.
Yeah.
So that's what I was telling you, before we started is I have so many friends on social media and I'm I don't know enough about them. They're friends, for example, how we met. I'd love to tell people it's always fun to say, hey, how we met. And then it's cool because how quickly people can connect and how fast our networks have just combined
our worlds basically.
And so I just love that you're on the show.
Thank you. Comfortable here with my little dinosaur.
Comfortable with the lump of soil. Everyone loves him.
Yeah. I'm
he's so cozy. He's
after a long day, I'm like, this is comfortable.
This guy's a happy fella. It's such a comfortable stuffed animal. I don't know why everyone likes him so much. I don't know. He's just so cute.
Yeah, my dogs would like him.
Okay. I know. I had to watch out because my dog tried to chew his ear.
Oh, I can see that. For sure. Okay.
Yeah, so I had to watch out for him. Yes. So I know he's cozy. So I wanted to start off with, if you want to tell everybody how we first met and a little bit about what was your first impression of me? I'm kind of nervous, but
actually, hold on. What was the first time
in person?
In person, was it for the photo shoot?
It was the networking.
That was okay. I know.
Yeah. Event. Oh yeah. The first networking event.
You have another one coming up, actually, right?
Yes. Yes,
I will be there.
It's going to be on Tuesday next week.
Tuesday,
the 10th.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to remember that. Okay.
Yes.
How we met? Okay, so we met at this networking event. A bunch of models, who all of us seem to be a lot closer now and have worked together a lot.
Yeah.
So models and photographers and actors. I've already talked to you prior to that, so it was kind of leading up to it.
Yeah.
So when I met you, I felt like I've known you forever. It was so easy flowing.
Well, and that's how I meet people too. I have other friends. We have other friends like Dallas and even Nick Harvey, right? We had this social media conversation for a long time. I've known Nick since elementary school, but I hadn't seen him in 15 years,
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I did for 15 years. Hadn't seen him in person, and I was like, hey, you're a photographer. You want to come do some photography? And he's like, fuck yeah.
By the way, the best photographer.
He's so good. He's so good. And so we met at the networking media meetup, and it did feel like it was the first time. It wasn't the first time.
Yeah, when I first met you, you came up. I don't know if it was you or Dallas. Both of you, I met at the same time. I think I saw you. Did I see you first? I'm not sure. Anyway, but we immediately hugged, and we already had so much to talk about, and we talked about ideas prior to that.
Yeah.
And our concepts and just photography and themes we wanted to do and costumes. So when I saw you, yeah, it was there's sometimes in life you just meet friends or people that you feel like you've known them forever and it just clicks.
It clicks. It's that.
And then other ones I've known 10 years or something, and I'm I
don't really know you very well. Yeah. and I feel that's kind of what I'm trying to get away from. I love creating network. But I think what can be difficult about social media sometimes is we lose who people are. It's all about having especially certain platforms, it's really about the crisp way of things, and it needs to look TikTok's not like that. TikTok, you could get 1 million views on a squirrel running up a tree.
That's why I feel when anything I post, I don't have a problem making fun of myself.
Yeah.
I'm always down for humor, and if you can't laugh at yourself, then right. I'm not trying to be Mr. Perfect, Mr. Fucking beautiful.
Neither to have fun.
Have fun, and I'm older, so it's just go with the flow. And the theme of this episode, I think, tomorrow is never promised.
Tomorrow is never promised.
Yes.
Okay,
so that's a lesson that I've learned, and I kind of live by that, especially the last few years. So
I love that. And what kind of led you into that? What led you into that philosophy, that that thought process, like that's
the thought process of tomorrow's never promised.
Yeah, and kind of living by that motto.
So I'm gonna make this a positive story, not like trying to do anything based on grief. But I had a life-changing experience 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
My wife of 20 years, my best friend and soulmate, passed away. And it was hell. Don't get me wrong. It was hell. However, I evolved from that. And so the positive I took from that, thanks to a lot of people's support, is that trying to have her as my inspiration. And I know she would want me to be happy. My friends, my family, they have been like the most amazing support. So they want me to be happy. And since then, like, you know, I just try to do, what else can I do? What else can I do? I guess the period of grief, the first year where I would not want to get off the couch, basically, other than go to work and back. You know, you can't just, you see your life go by so quickly. And I kind of wanted to get away from that. So I learned from that, like, I want to have fun. Nobody wants to see me suffer. None of my friends, none of my family.
Right.
So just do things that I would never do. You know, you have an opportunity to travel. You can do concerts. You go to do whatever you want.
Right.
I don't know. I just from that, I think I saw or heard somebody say that actually. Tomorrow's never promised. And okay, like if somebody gave you a week to live, like what are you going to do? Are you going to sit on the couch? Or are you going to try to, what are you going to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a random question.
Honestly, I wouldn't tell that many people.
I wouldn't tell, I wouldn't tell them that.
I wouldn't tell people that I was going to, like, people, like, I wouldn't let anyone else know. I definitely would keep it a secret. Like, I'd keep it a secret if I knew, right? And I also, like, would spend it with the people I care about. Like, I would just swarm. I'd have a party every day.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Have fun. That's the whole point. So it's like, you know, do things that are out of your comfort zone. I guess another answer to your question is, you know, I've been an on and off again actor and, you know, pursuing that like more than half my life probably. But, you know, people always ask me like, how can you keep auditioning? Let's say if you don't get something or if you booked, does that depress you, disappoint you? Like, and you know, I thought about it, and that's another like reason for that mentality, I guess. If you're always taking risks and you're always like, you're putting yourself out there and you're not afraid to hear the word no. And I guess you're given an opportunity, and what's the worst that can happen? Somebody says no. Yeah, so
you didn't have it anyway.
The same thing. It's like if I'm not afraid to make a fool of myself or something, I'm not afraid. Then don't be afraid to travel, take chances, do stuff out of your comfort zone that you never thought you'd do. And I think in the last 2 years, I'm not gonna like even. I can't even imagine. I've done a lot of traveling, a lot of random things, and like connecting with you, and now doing modeling and being an ambassador. And I never imagined. So like from that, because I consider myself normal, but then like everybody tells me like, we know your life is not normal. Right. You're not normal. Like you're unique. You're different, and I'm, you know, in a good way. But
right.
So I'm like, if I've been abnormal my whole life,
a thespian, an artist, right, is somebody who's I've never really known an artist that wasn't like kind of obscure,
eccentric,
a little eccentric. I've been called eccentric multiple times.
No, not you.
Not you.
No.
And so I remember somebody calling me eccentric the first time, and I was like, "What does that mean?"
Really?
And I had to like Google it because I was like not sure. Or actually, back then it was a dictionary, so I looked it up in the dictionary.
Yes, I remember that.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's me." And like they were trying to be insulting. I'm sure, you know. And it was like, no, actually, like that's pretty explanatory.
I've learned to like take that. It might have bugged me maybe when I was younger, you know, growing up, junior high, high school, 20s. I think I was still like coming into myself and not out of my shell yet until I was like 22.
Right.
And then I would take that as, if somebody said eccentric or weird, like I'd be all, paranoid and like self-conscious.
You didn't want to be weird. Yeah.
And now I want anything but normal. Like I don't want to be.
You want to be against the grain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I look at it as a big compliment and a, like you're given a gift, and if you can think outside the box, that's a big accomplishment. And like don't sell yourself short, basically, and just don't be afraid of. Am I allowed to cuss on this? I already did.
You can cuss. Yeah.
Fuck what everybody thinks.
Right.
That's another thing in the last 2 years. Tomorrow's never promised. Fuck what everybody thinks.
Right.
Stop living. Don't be a people pleaser. It took me a long time
to not be a people pleaser.
A lot of my lessons in the last 2 years.
I've had to learn how to ask for help. That's actually been one of my hardest things as being an adult. So I'm not good at asking for help. Like especially like grief situations or like relinquishing control, had been something that I really struggled with. And
so do you still like?
No, not really, not as much. Well, sometimes I guess. So handing over the camera to Nick Harvey was one of my really difficult relinquishing, because when I first started Corvus, I was CEO, I was the photographer, I was the editor, I was everything, And so when I brought Nick on, we have this saying that we say all the time: let him cook, because it was kind of like telling me like, hey, back the fuck off, Faye. But he would say it in a nice way. He'd be like, let me cook. And it was just like, let me cook. And so now I'd be like, let him cook. And that just, when I say that, it's me actually relinquishing control now. Because now I
can see you doing that. Because
I used to be the photographer. So I wanted to, like, I'm used to holding, and then for mini shoots, we would dual photography. And I would shoot and he would shoot. But we were getting like, well, why? Why were we doing that? So it's good. It was good, right? But it's like, we don't need extra on this. We can do more things.
Knowing you and the time I've known you, though, you're the boss. You're so good at like knowing what to do. Like you inspire me, because like I can't do half the shit you do.
Oh,
and like we talked about it on when we did the Alice in Wonderland photo shoot. Like you were telling me all the stuff you got lined up, and I'm like, how do you do this? Like, you amaze me. So
I appreciate you. And honestly, it's a lot of fucking trial and error, and a lot of it is mistakes. Like truthfully, like the only reason why I know
I do agree with like in life,
like people are like, oh, I made a burlap like costume once that was like a burlap mask for Halloween, and it's really scary and it's cool. It came out great, and people are like, man, how did you do that? And I was like, I had to burn a lot of burlap to figure out how to not do it. Like I needed to learn how to not do it first.
That's actually, I think, the best advice for anybody.
Yeah.
Is, and I've heard like some of my idols, celebrities, do interviews, this and that, and everybody says like, and I love reading or listening to people's upcoming stories, like from nothing to making it big, and everybody on the planet like failed, and you got to keep failing because, and that's the thing. People think like, I've had people think like, do I come from a famous family, rich family, or, silver spoon, or like everything that I do is success? And it's like, you see the little bits and pieces. You don't know the millions of rejections in between.
Exactly.
The struggles, the sweat and tears.
Right.
Like,
the real grit.
The real stuff that people go through that like, you don't know the behind the scenes stuff. You see one picture, one video, one accomplishment.
Well, it's like, we talk about like, doing the meetups and stuff, and we do the group meetups. People don't realize sometimes what it takes to do that, to have a 10 to 15 models show up to an event and be photographed only by 2 or 3 photographers, if that, and to have an all in theme, all in dress, all ready to shoot. Like that takes coordination, and it takes everybody being on board.
Well, even watching your events you've done so far and the stuff coming up, it is definitely a team effort, because
it's a team effort. It's not one person. It's definitely not one person, and that's why we have Nick as my co-owner. Like he co-owns, and I can't say enough about. He's on next, by the way. He's in the next episode. And I can't say enough about our team, and how great it is. And having you on, it's been great too. And I'd like to talk more about the ambassador program. And I know, so we're going to get back to the acting, but we talked about the ambassador and you teased it. So I want you, so I have a company called Corvus Media, and I own it with Nicholas Harvey. And we have a really cool launch of merchandise on our Shopify. And we're really excited about it. Shay is one of the ambassadors for Corvus on the Murder Crew Shopify site. And then Shay's also an ambassador for Morbid Heart for Nick Torres, who was on the first episode of Lie in Bed.
Yes.
And so yeah, it's awesome. And how do you feel about it? Like, how's it?
I'm having so much fun. Thank you guys so much, because when you asked me, I was like, I know we were, I think, at Dallas's house, and like I never expected that, and I never expected in my life. I'm older, so like I don't consider myself old at all. I'm young at heart,
right.
But I'm also not like, in my 20s or 30s,
right.
So to do anything of this level, or to I never expected to do that in life. Like I pursued a little bit of print work back in LA in my 20s.
Yeah.
And that failed miserably. And it's like, I grew up knowing or watching the 90s models and Claudia Schiffer, and the 80s models and Cindy Crawford and Anna Nicole Smith. And like, those are models. The fact that I can do some print work and just do fun stuff here and there, like, because I know I'm not fashion. I'm not like runway and
that's what shorter. I thought. That's what I thought, though. I thought that I wasn't runway, and I'm only 5'4". Okay, so I'm 5'4".
With your high heels,
right? The guys wear heels too. The guys have big old clogs that they wear. Yeah, and I know some of the guys that wear heels.
Oh yeah.
And no, I thought the same thing. I thought, I would never be on runway. I'm not a model. I used to say that all the time. I'm not a model. And then Nick Harvey one time was like, I got to do a promotion shoot, and I need you and Nick Torres to do the shoot, and put us behind the camera. And that's been history since then, because people wanted to photograph with us and wanted to do more things. And so getting in front of the camera has really been a benefit to my business, to my friendships. It's been really great, honestly. Like, I love what Murder Crew has become. It's been great. Like, I really encourage you guys to visit Shay's Instagram and my Instagram. It'll be here in the bio here. Right here, down here. And yeah, like it's so cool to just see all of these models come together, actors, musicians.
Well, it's fun. I've gotten to meet so many people now, all you guys, and just collaborating.
Video too.
I know, it's on my calendar. God. I can't wait. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. But just it's also for me, like going back to Tomorrow's Never Promised. So live today like it's your last day on the planet. Collaborate, do things out of your comfort zone.
Right.
And for me also, like, it's an expression. It's artistic. It's my creative outlet, like in between anything else creative I do.
Right.
I don't want to just go to work and have a normal job and go home and like a routine. Like that's never been me. Right. And so when I have free time, like I want to do stuff and collaborate and
make art.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the photos we've done, it gets my aggression out too. Like the shoot we did a week or two ago with the middle finger is always up in the air. That's my trademark.
I love it.
And that's the thing too. I love when people can have a perception of you, like me, you, like all our friends. They see tattoos or something and middle finger, and I love to prove people wrong. Like people that know me know that's not. Like I'm not an angel. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not like the goody person either. However, I have a big heart, and I'm blessed to have amazing friends because they know that once I do open up past that exterior, like, I can be a good person.
Well, and modeling is playing a character.
Well, that's the thing.
It's just like acting. And I love, I've never done acting. Like I've never acted or anything like that. So
yeah, that's scary.
it's, I've been on live TV before.
Yeah.
Yeah, several times. several times. It's still on recording. You can watch it on KRQE.
Like this recording right now, which we're not going to.
Well, we'll put a little clip up at the bottom.
Okay.
I'll have to send you the link. But like the first live was really rough. It was really rough. I was like, and like I was nervous. I was on live television. I was like talking about this company I was working for at the time, and it was really like rattling. I was also in my mid 20s.
Oh, so like 2 years ago.
No, I turned 35 this month.
Oh, I wish I was 35.
I'm so excited. I don't really like see age as really like something to hide. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't either, and I'm almost 50, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I think that it's a beautiful thing. I think age is a beautiful thing, and they are all different. You need all different. I guess I believe in representation. So like I like diversity. I like to tell people that I like my people. I like my music like I like my people, and that's diverse. I like a variety. I like a mix of
we did, I think, talk about that at one point, music, and you did say pretty much everything.
Yeah. It's
for me, everything but country. I'm sorry. I know I'm going to get haters. I'm not a country person.
A lot of people don't like country, and it really just depends on the...
I love 80s. That's my favorite decade. I love emo. I love metal. I love, rock. I can do jazz, classical, but yeah, I don't know. Just... No. And I know this town loves country. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I'm not going to go to Dirty Bourbon.
I was going to say that, but I'm like, I'm not going to name drop.
But it's not because of
I'm so out of my comfort zone over there.
And it's really just because like, I'm like a fetish. Tattooed alternative girls are like a fetish.
You will stand out over there.
mean, I stand out I already stand out. Like I already stand out already. Like I joke all the time that like if I ever was like a thief or something, like I wouldn't I'd be the distraction. I wouldn't be the covert sneaky dime thief, I would be the distracting bitch.
People say that about me too. They're like, you're different, you this or that. I'm like, even when I'm not trying, like I'm like, I feel like I look like everybody. They're like, no. And
I'm big in a room. Look, I might be 5'4", but I got a big personality. Yeah. You do too. You got a colorful personality.
We both do.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? At least I've been to Dirty Bourbon. I have tried it, so I'm not knocking it. It's a great place if you love country. It's a great club. It's just not my thing, but at least I tried it.
It's not personally my thing, but there's a lot of things.
So out of my comfort zone.
I went to FX. It's a nightclub here in Albuquerque. Have you been to FX before?
I've been there, yes.
So I went to FX this last weekend.
Okay.
And I always, like, when I leave FX, I feel sticky, and it's not from sweat. So okay, so I don't know a lot of people. It's so crowded. I'm also like pretty agoraphobic. Like leaving home is really hard for me. This is why my podcast is in my bed. Like, you know what I mean?
I've accepted being a hermit lately more because the last years I've definitely gone out a lot. Sometimes just because I was starting to spiral by myself.
Being by yourself is a dangerous place sometimes.
Yeah, and when you're grieving, like, so there was a point. Not last year, I think before that in 24, I did go to FX like every weekend, I think, for like 2 months, I think. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like I got my fix and I'm done.
I love to dance. Like love it. And me and Dallas will go like once a month, to a place to dance. What is that? Some place in Albuquerque, And I love dancing. It's so much fun for me. But a lot of times there's not really atmospheres and spaces for people that are in recovery to be in those zones. And so I don't like to go to those clubs because it puts me in a situation because I'm in recovery.
And then half the people are so fucked up that they're falling on you. And
and then like it puts me in a compromising situation because it's no one else's responsibility to keep me sober. Mm-hmm. But if I'm putting myself in that atmosphere, it's just asking it for it, I feel like, in the long run. Like if I'm constantly doing that. And so I make sure I have like friends come with me. I never go alone.
Well, for sure. Never go by yourself, any club, any bar. And then especially as a woman, yeah, for sure.
No, and it's because of safety, of course, but also because like I'm a recovering addict, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and so I
keep you on that track too.
I keep me there. It also makes me not feel triggered. Like it feels like, you know, people are just going to have fun. Like we're just going to have a good time. Like we don't have to get fucked up to have a good time. Like you can have a good time.
I've learned that too.
Yeah.
And every time I went, like I didn't go with a group. I went with a couple of friends or whatever.
Right.
But it just reminded me of my 20s. Sunset Strip, Hollywood, and all that. And it's like I got that out of my system back then, and then now like I'm standing there in the corner at FX, and I'm just like people watching. I like to do that. Like sometimes I just get out of my I get nervous. So I'll be in the corner and
wallflower.
There's a lot of. You realize I'm like I don't belong.
You're like this is well, and it's like
I was there for like 3 months. I'm sorry.
Right, and it's like it's not that I don't belong there. Like I said, like I'll go and dance sometimes, but I feel like if I'm not with like Nick, I have to be with like Dallas because it just makes me feel safer.
Yeah. Always people you trust.
People. Yeah, you gotta be there with people you trust, and like I do like Gaia's. I like Gaia's a lot. The Kava root bar. It's good because I like that because there's no alcohol there, and it's just like an area where you can go.
Is that in Nob Hill?
Yeah, that's in Nob Hill.
Okay, I've been there.
Yeah, that's the event on the 6th. So this weekend.
Okay.
On Friday.
I definitely I've been there. I know what you're talking about. Usually too, like when I did go FX, I had to get out of the house first of all because I would spiral, and just leaving for like even an hour gave me that like okay, I was around people watch, loud music. It gave me the feeling that I still exist
and belong in the world
and belong and like I'm alive because that was the thing. Like I think going out at that time in my life was now I'm like the opposite.
Right. But, yeah.
So yeah, that time that was my process of healing, I guess. And now I'm just more like on the weekends, hang out at home, or if I go out, I'm
one
particular
or whatever.
Yeah.
Particular who you go with.
Your events, perhaps.
Yeah.
Shooting stuff, but looking forward to concerts, so that's a good thing. Music. Anywhere I go, it has to be like music.
Right.
Or if
you play instruments?
I do not play any instruments. And it's funny you say that because I guess my persona or
you do give off like a bassist vibe.
Everyone asks me, do I play guitar? I don't. Yeah. I wish. I've tried learning it, and I actually do not have a musical bone in my body. Don't ask me if I sing, because as bad as I am in instruments, I'm forbidden to sing in every state.
It's barred. I'm actually not a singer. I write. I love to write. I write poetry. I have some scripts I've written, and really enjoy that. But when it comes to singing and stuff, I don't.
It's funny you mentioned.
I won't karaoke either. Like I'm the hoo-hoo in the background for the karaokeers. I'm there to cheer you guys on. So if you hear a hoo-hoo, that's me.
Somebody this week already, or in the last few days, asked me, do I want to do karaoke? I'm like, I'll go and watch you and support you.
Yeah.
But don't expect me to sing.
Oh, man. It's just, I don't, that's not my forte. Like, I'm not good at it. I don't like to sing. I like to sing, but like in my car with my 7-year-old son. You know what I mean?
Sing in
like
the shower.
In the shower. I don't like to
make up my own words to songs that I think I know the lyrics to, and then 20 years later I find out
But dancing now, I could dance in front of 1,000 people, no problem, and look like a fool too. I would fall.
Oh, I definitely look like a fool.
Yeah,
I have no problem with that.
I have no shame. I have no shame either. Like to me, like what's the harm of being embarrassed? Like my son took an ugly picture of me on the iPad, and they're like, "Oh my gosh."
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah.
They're like, "What if he posts it?" And I said, "Who cares?"
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, that's why I'm like, not everything has to be perfect. Like, I like when you said, don't be afraid to show yourself, and like this is how everybody is. Like freaking Heidi Klum does not fucking look all amazing when she wakes up and goes to the bathroom. Like, give me a fucking break.
Right. And
she's like scratching it with makeup all over probably.
Some nights it's like it be like that, right? And I think that we sometimes look at the world too harshly. We judge ourselves too harshly. And when we judge ourselves so hard, then we think the world is judging us
And that's
harder.
like what I was saying
perception
earlier.
Thing.
When I said I stopped people pleasing, because I used to take every audition, every insult, every comment to heart.
Right.
And then it's like, why? Like, now that I'm older, I'm like, you just waste so much energy, so much time. And really, like, okay, so even if one person liked you, there's going to be a million. You can't please everybody. That's like the thing. It took me forever to freaking learn that. And now I just don't care. That's why I'm like, in my pictures, I may have attitude because I just don't fucking care.
Well, it's part
and
of
people
it.
can judge. And I've gotten questions over the last couple of years about some of my photos. And then I've gotten a lot of positive feedback and responses. And there's been some definite bad comments and whatever. And I'm just like, some of them made me laugh actually, because like, people are hiding behind their keyboard. I'm like, you're going to talk so much shit, but you can't do anything like to get out of your shell or to show the world something artistic.
It always makes me laugh because I will put sometimes I'll go on my live on my TikTok and somebody will be like really hateful and they'll say something really hateful.
They purposely will, just out of spite.
And I'll just be like, okay, user 3745862. Like, I'll read out their handle. That's not a handle. Like, they don't have any following. They don't have a picture. They don't have. I said, like, you're supposed to hurt my feelings? Like, that doesn't. And so I try not to marinate on that. I try not to read those comments. I block them, or I'm like, like, I'm not. This isn't my energy. Like, I really, really try hard to not feed into the negative energy that people have.
Like, I've also I've seen like A-list actors talk about this, where I think maybe even Bryan Cranston or Aaron Paul, like you can be on top and you're loved by the world and you have all these fans, but then you're still gonna have people that just refuse to give you like something positive and just will talk shit. So I'm like, no matter how beautiful you are, man, woman, supermodel, like, there's just those people that are just bitter and angry and spiteful. And it's like, okay, so if they get it and I'm a nobody, like, why am I going to get upset?
Right.
And I have such an amazing group of friends too, that's what I care about. And family, my parents are still together and, alive. I'm very fortunate for that. An awesome brother, an awesome sister-in-law, my little nephew. So
I love that.
I have a great foundation, I guess. So like, why do I care what all these fucking strangers think? So you know what I mean?
Right. And you're here to grow yourself, and I feel like the right people attract. When you're living the most authentic self, I feel that people who are living authentic gravitate towards you.
I think so too, and that's why our worlds, I think, connected. And I've told you so many times how much I'm inspired by you guys. If you would have met me
2 years ago, I was a drug addict.
Well, 2 years ago, I was an
alcoholic. Yeah, I was
anybody that knows me.
Yeah, I was.
That was
And so it's hard, and it's like I'm a recovering addict, alcoholic. I say that because it's important to say recovering, because at any moment, like, I can make a fuck up, and so I try to stay vigilant and really like aware of that, and it humbles me, and I think it's so important to put aside that like, hurt people, and healed people heal people. So it's like, who are you gonna be? You make that decision. Like,
for sure,
if you're gonna be a hurt person or a healed person.
And my healing came to what you just said like 2 years ago. So that was like rock bottom of my whole life. Not with alcohol or drugs, but just mentally. Like, mental health is a real fucking thing. First month I couldn't even get off the couch, but with everyone's support, I got out of that eventually. The thing I'm proud of, and I mean, I have my alcohol past, and growing up in Hollywood, I mean, it's Hollywood, whatever. We all get crazy in our 20s. But the one thing I'm proud of, and I'm glad I freaking did it, when she passed away, I was freaking sober for months and months. And, I'll have an occasional drink here and there now. But it's not like I don't get out of control. And the fact that I survived that hellhole sober, like, I'm proud of that moment. And because I got out of that, I evolved as a different person. So like,
Right. You didn't go to the bottle to
yeah,
recover,
and I'm very proud of that.
to try to heal yourself, right?
That's one of my biggest
You felt it.
accomplishments, honestly.
That's honestly, I'm so proud of you because feeling the pain is the hardest fucking thing.
It's the most painful, yeah.
It's easy to be on the silver cloud, right? And to be like, oh, I don't need to drink because I'm on the silver cloud, or oh, I don't need to, but then you have a moment, like a moment of grief, a moment of real breakdown, and then you're like,
when the most important person in your world is taken.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt.
Plus I kept thinking, I'm like, she would not want you to do this, you're going to disappoint your family. You have too much to fuck up, too much good stuff. Like, don't use that. And I'm not here to tell others like what to do, but like for me also, like it's just a Band-Aid. So like if you drank through it 2 years later, I'd still be drinking in that same moment, and it's just you're just wasting time. You're not allowing yourself to heal and grow. And regardless, we're all going to experience some huge pain or loss as we get older.
Right.
And now I'm at that age that more and more important people are, leaving Earth. But you got to get through it, and knowing that other people have gone through it was I think a big lesson and inspiration for me, and I'm so thankful for that.
Not being alone is
that's probably what saved me, because I had friends and family checking up on me every fucking day. And I'm very lucky and blessed for that. I actually am, and I know not everybody's got that, and so that to me is like my wealth of my
people.
life.
That's like, I 100% think that too. Like, I'm not a wealthy lady, but what I find in my wealth is my people, and I have such quality people in my life. I really couldn't be more grateful.
Yeah. And the word, like, without getting all emotional, because I'm getting like I have goosebumps right now, but grateful and blessed, that's really an understatement. And I know they're like cliche words people maybe overuse, but I can't think of any other words more than that, unless we got a thesaurus, from the 80s next to your dictionary that you were talking about.
I know.
So yeah, I've evolved, and I'm great and happy to be here, but I had to definitely like come out of the ashes and the darkness of hell, and it was a hard fucking journey. Anybody that knows me knows, but I'm so different. So now when I try things, new things, new opportunities, like I just try to say yes to things. In a way, that movie Jim Carrey did once, where he said yes to everything.
Yes, man, I love that movie.
In a way, it's like that. Like, I'm not going to say yes to everything, because
right, there has to be a boundary.
There's boundaries, and I'm still balancing that, because I do crash every once in a while.
Right.
I burn out because I try to do too much at once, and then
I do that too, though. I'm really guilty of that.
And then my health sometimes isn't the best because of that, because I don't have the best sleep, and maybe diet or this or that, which lately I've been really good.
That's good.
But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the movie. So I try to not try to live in the depression and all that. Try to just be uplifting and do things that I would never fucking do. And like I said, like in the last 2 years, I can't believe how many places I've traveled to and things that I've done that it just.
Where are some places that you've traveled this? Well, yeah, they don't know though. So, where are places that you've traveled?
Last year, I was very, very fortunate that I got to go to Italy for 8 days.
That's amazing.
Jesus Christ, I have no words for that place. So I went with my brother and his wife, Mitzi. We flew there, and then we spent 3 days in Rome. Then we took a train for like an hour and a half to Florence, and we stayed there for 3 days. We got to be just to live it up. And first time in my life, I didn't necessarily look at my wallet and the prices. I allowed myself to just like, okay, live in the fucking moment. think about the payments and all the money later. But so yeah, I mean, it wasn't cheap, but I've never done anything like that. I recommend traveling. Like, you don't have to travel Italy or Europe or something grand every fucking year. As long as you just get out,
try to do something,
go a couple states over, like, you know, do something different, even if it's something Seattle, just to go to a coffee shop, you know,
get
nothing.
Different scenery.
Yeah, it's different scenery.
Yeah.
It amazes me. Like, honestly, sometimes since I've lived in Albuquerque, I moved here in 2005 from LA. And in that time, I've met so many people that their whole life, and now they're in their 40s, and they've never left New Mexico or Albuquerque even.
Right, yeah.
I'm sorry, like, I hate to be insulting, but I'm like, I don't want to wake up when I'm 70 and be like, all of a sudden, fuck, I'm old and I've never done anything. So that's like also my thinking.
Yeah. I don't want to regret who I am.
Right.
Or not doing something or being the person who I want to be, because I'll regret it, like in an older age. And like, people are like, oh, you know, what are your body's gonna look like this or blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's like, nobody wants to look at your wrinkly ass at 98 anyway. It wouldn't matter if I had tattoos or not.
Yeah.
No one wants to stare at my 98-year-old wrinkly ass. So I don't care if my skin is wrinkly.
And they have stories, and you have experiences.
I have experiences, and I've mind your business. Yeah,
like, I try to make so one saying that I have, and I actually told my travel agent who booked us for Italy, and she was like, oh, can I steal that? I'm like, yes. And I've said this 10, 20 years, okay, air quotes, money comes and goes, but memories last a lifetime.
Yes.
And that's the thing. It's like, people are so caught up, well, I mean, me included, you know, on bills, and it's too expensive. I can't afford that, this and that. But I'm like, look at this. You go out every weekend and spend $50 to $100 at the bar, like Starbucks, like everything materialistic. If you just save that $5 from Starbucks, that's the thing. And I try to like, I told friends that, and people are like, that's genius advice. And I'm like, I joke, I'm like, follow my financial advice. I'm like, every paycheck, I try to do, even if it's like, $20, I call it my vacation fund or my tattoo fund. Right. And then 6 months later, it builds up. Yeah. And people are like, oh, you're always traveling, you're rich. No, I just put a little bit aside, and it's now built. So I have that little nest. Yeah. And that's what I try to do all year. And I'm going to, another thing, I guess with that, have stuff to look forward to. So I already have a couple concerts coming up like throughout the year, and then we have our photo shoots, our music video. Just always never be in that position mentally, I guess, in that state of mind, because I was definitely getting caught up in that spiral of depression, and people had to pull me out hardcore. But when you start, look at stuff you like, and if there's a band you like, oh, they're going to be here in 3 months, whatever. At least it gives you that motivation, that drive, that inspiration
to save it, to put that money aside, to budget for it. Because that's what you're saying. You're budgeting for it. You're not just spending. You don't have $5,000 right there on deck.
None of us. Majority of us don't have. Just here you go. Here's 5,000.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
I'm going to take a helicopter, to New York tomorrow.
Right, sure, my private jet.
Yeah.
Oh, it is time for our special object, our mystery object. Yeah, so we have a mystery object that Shay has brought, and then I have my mystery object. So if you want to show me your mystery object.
So the special object is something that inspires you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on.
It can be inspiring or something important to you.
Okay, so it's inspiring. Okay, so this is kind of weird. I had this made. It's important to me because it was my wife's and our song "Melt with You," and from the '80s by New Order, and they put it. I had it made where like all the lyrics are in the tape deck.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's so detailed. We
met in 2003.
Yeah.
Hold on,
see. Oh, yeah.
Which right this way.
There you go. Cool.
Go closer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I love that song, and now when that song comes on, it's inspiring to me now. So that's why I brought this. I wanted to share the positive because now it puts a big smile on my face, and I think about the good stuff, and I think about the stuff that I have, and I would not have half the stuff I have if it wasn't for her, and had an amazing life, and I continue to. But it's the first year hearing the song, I would fucking break down like the first second, and I would lose it, and I would cry. Right. And the fact that now when I hear it and I light up like fucking the whole room, like the biggest smile, and like I never do that. So to me, that's why this is important, and I have it hanging up in my hallway, but at home.
I love it.
So it's inspiring to me because it reminds me of to keep going and growth, and how far I've come and what keeps me going.
Because now you can listen to the song.
And now I can listen to it, and it comes on at work. Sometimes we'll play 80s. Well, I will choose 80s, and that song comes on, and sometimes I look around. I'm like, is anybody looking? Because I'm like, my employees or coworkers know that from 2 years ago and where I am now and how much I've grown, and I want to show them, like, do you see? I'm smiling, like I'm not crying. I'm not crying, and then I even like I'll call up a friend sometime. Guess what's playing right now? Like, my friend Irene.
That's so strong.
Irene, if you're watching this, yeah, she would. She was there since day one, and she's seen my growth, and I text her now, like every time I hear something. It was on at Walmart the other day, and I got like, I don't know. Anyway, that's my inspiration. To me, this is important. And,
no, it's so important. It's so beautiful.
And it was a gift I made for her when she was alive. She loved it, so it's got sentimental value. And you asked me bring an object, and I looked around my whole house, and I found so many fucking things. And I'm like, I don't want it to be just because it's valuable,
right? Or
how expensive is this? And this, it was like $50 to make or something. Some things are so priceless, right, because of the sentimental value or the time of, like, what it does to you mentally, or the place you were at that point in your life.
Absolutely.
And so that's why, like, yeah.
I love it. It's so beautiful. I really love it.
I Melt With You. Do you know that song? Or we should probably
I'll look it up. I'm going to put it on.
Are we allowed to play it like while?
I'll play some on the background.
And the editing?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
We'll listen to it. It's playing right now. Okay.
So I'll show you what I do. So I love making hydroponics.
Okay.
I started making hydroponics 2 years ago when I got sober. And I had all these liquor bottles at my house because, again, I was an alcoholic.
I didn't notice that.
And this is a wine bottle. This is a tequila bottle. That's another tequila bottle. It's a Milagro. And so I got into hydroponics because I had a bunch of bottles around my house, and I was looking at them, and I like plants already, and I was like,
I love that. I know I need more.
And so I was trying to figure out a way I could heal from alcoholism. Mm-hmm. And so each month when I would start my recovery, I would plant a new plant. And at one point I had a crazy amount of plants because I would just plant them every month. It's 2 years now. And so I was planting. I actually started giving the plants away.
But that's also showing growth because
and then the plants started spawning.
Oh, okay.
So then on top of that, I had all these plants that I was propagating and propagating these hydroponics, and they have a lot of root too. So if you look in there, you can see there is full length roots all the way in there. See, so you can see the root system, and so they are in the water permanently. I work with the alkaline water, and I
don't even know how to, like, I don't know.
Actually, after I make this, all you have to do is refill the water.
How often?
I mean,
all your plants will be different, right? Don't you have to know?
Hydroponics are different. So yeah. So these ones are hydroponic ones specifically, so they don't ever go in dirt. They always stay in this glass jar forever. So the only time it will is if it outgrows the jar, and then you'll actually have to break the jar and reinsert it somewhere else. But it'll propagate and stuff beforehand, and so they stay in here forever.
Okay, I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
So wait, how does that not die? So you get it with the roots, obviously, and you just change the water out?
So some of them aren't always with the root. Like this one right here. When I first put this
Like
little guy in, he didn't have a root, and now he's growing one. See?
Like
I know a lot about
obviously, okay,
plants.
it wouldn't. Okay, this
Look, see?
it's different, obviously, with plants versus flowers because we put a bouquet in, roses, they fucking die.
Yeah. So if you cut a plant, certain types of plants, they have to be cut at a certain area, and they can propagate from that certain node. So this here is like a node on this is a neon pothos, and so these little nodes here
I never even know that.
are where the plant's going to grow off of.
Okay.
And so they'll just spawn off and they'll create new little nodes. So when you clip this, you'll clip this actually, 2 inches below this little piece.
Okay.
And then if you have a little split there, they have a much higher chance of survival and doing that. So there is a little split there, and that's how this guy is growing. So it's 2 different plants. These are 2 species of plants.
So you just learned this like in the 2 years?
2 years, yeah. So I learned about hydroponics in 2 years because I was killing plants too. Like and I
like
still
we were
kill
talking about, you got to go through fails.
You gotta
so you did kill some plants.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's some plants. I rip some fucking plants, especially some succulents.
Oh yeah, so I have killed one. See, that's what I mean. I'm like, how do you kill a succulent?
Right, that's me. Ask me. I'm skilled in it. I'm skilled in it. So, so yes, okay. So it's running up to the end of the show.
Okay, this doesn't even seem. I was all nervous. I'm like,
right,
45 minutes or something, and I'm like, what are we gonna talk about? And I text you. I'm like all of a sudden I'm gonna learn how to forget how to talk,
right?
And then it's just a flow.
Natural. It's so natural,
but that's why we connected too, since day one, because it feels natural. Our friendship's natural.
It should feel natural, and like I said, we should be having fun. Like if we're making art and it's not fun, then it's not art. Like art's supposed to be expressing our feelings. Well, sometimes it's sad too, right? Sometimes I spill my guts. You got to make a lot of bad art to make good art.
But some dark sadness art can be beautiful.
Some of the most beautiful stuff. It's part of the healing journey. So usually how I end up the set is, if you could speak to the world, any demographic, any age group, what would you say, on this platform, and a positive message you'd like to send?
So I've said it earlier, but I'm not kidding when I say fuck what people think. Don't worry about it. And especially younger people. I know when I was in my teens and 20s, I was so obsessed with everyone's thought process of me or what they thought. And it's like, I look at it now, I wish I can go back in time and change that about myself, because don't fuck what everybody thinks. And as you get older, the little things that people don't like, you will learn to love, and everybody else will be jealous of. So there's that. And then, I guess just don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself. Don't be afraid to just laugh. And if other people don't care, don't be afraid to do crazy things, because even if people laugh, who cares? Tomorrow, they're not going to remember you. Doesn't matter. That's how I kind of live my life now. And that's my advice. I don't know.
I love it.
I mean, I can do other stupid advice, travel more, but
no, I love that. I think that's fantastic. That's great.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much for being on the show.
I'm blushing.
Please, everybody, please follow, like, and subscribe, and follow our social media platforms. Shay's handle will be here, and my handle here will be below Shay. Yeah,
okay, yeah.
And you'll be able to see his handle, and you'll be able to follow his social medias and keep up to date with our Corvus Media events and other awesome things. Thank you all so much for joining, and have a wonderful.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
That was fun.
I love it. It was so fun.
And I'm glad actually